It's 3 a.m. You're wide awake, no alarm, no noise. Nothing woke you, but something inside your body did. And here's what nobody tells you. It's not stress, it's not bad luck, it's not even poor sleep hygiene. Your body is running an emergency protocol every single night, and you've been sleeping through the warning signs. Most people blame their mattress, their diet, their phone screen. They download a sleep app, they try melatonin. Nothing changes, but here's what's actually happening underneath, and it explains everything. There is a hormone inside your body right now, a hormone designed for survival that is spiking at 3 a.m. and pulling you out of your deepest sleep. And you're probably doing 3 things every single day that are training it to do exactly that. The hormone is cortisol, and before you dismiss it, cortisol isn't just your stress hormone. It's your body's internal alarm system, your biological clock, your survival switch. Under normal circumstances, cortisol follows a precise 24-hour rhythm. It drops low around midnight, bottoms out around 2 to 3 a.m., then climbs again before your alarm goes off to wake you up naturally. That's how your body was designed to work. But here's where it gets dangerous. Modern life has completely broken this curve. Blue light from screens after dark, eating too close to bedtime, a brain that never fully shuts down because its to-do list is still running in the background. Each of these pushes your cortisol higher at exactly the wrong time. When cortisol spikes at 3 a.m., your brain gets the same signal it would get at 8 in the morning. It thinks it's time to be alert, time to scan for threats, so it wakes you up. And your deep, restorative sleep, the phase that repairs your heart, your metabolism, your immune system, is gone. And this is the part no one tells you. This isn't a one-night problem. Every night you wake at 3 a.m., your body is running on elevated cortisol. Over weeks, that means higher body fat, especially around the abdomen, lower testosterone and growth hormone, a blunted immune response, increased anxiety during the day, and a brain that's operating at 60% capacity every single morning. Let's go deeper, because to fix this, you need to understand exactly why your cortisol is spiking at night, and there are 3 specific mechanisms driving it. Blue light and your broken internal clock. Inside your brain, there is a structure called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Think of it as your body's master clock. It controls your sleep-wake cycle by reading one key input, light. Specifically, it reads short wavelength blue light. Sunlight is full of it in the morning, and that signal tells your clock, it's daytime, raise cortisol. But here's the problem. The blue light emitted by your phone screen, laptop screen, and LED lights at night is nearly identical to morning sunlight. Your brain cannot tell the difference. So when you scroll for an hour before bed, your internal clock gets set back 2 to 3 hours. Your brain now thinks it's late afternoon. Cortisol stays elevated. Melatonin is suppressed. And by 3 a.m., your body is hitting a false dawn. The cortisol curve spikes early, and you wake up. Late night eating and blood sugar crashes. But your body does something unexpected next. When you eat within 2 to 3 hours of sleeping, your blood sugar rises. And then, in the middle of deep sleep, it crashes. Your body detects a low glucose emergency, and the fastest tool it has to restore blood sugar? Cortisol. This is a pure survival mechanism. Your body is not malfunctioning. It is doing exactly what it evolved to do, saving you from a perceived starvation emergency. The problem is that it wakes you up in the process, and once you're awake with cortisol elevated, falling back to sleep becomes nearly impossible. The open loop problem. This is the one most people overlook completely. Your prefrontal cortex, the planning part of your brain, does not stop working when you lie down. If you have unfinished tasks, unresolved decisions, or unwritten tomorrow plans floating in your head, your brain treats them as open threat loops. Unfinished business. In evolutionary terms, an unresolved problem could mean danger, so it keeps part of your nervous system on low-level alert, keeping cortisol slightly elevated, just in case. This is where everything changes. These 3 mechanisms, a disrupted light clock, a blood sugar crash, and an unresolved cognitive load are all controllable, and when you address them together, your cortisol curve resets, sometimes within 3 to 5 days. Here are 3 protocol steps: specific, actionable, and grounded in how your biology actually works. Starting 2 hours before your intended sleep time, eliminate all screens or switch every screen to the maximum warm tone setting. If you use blue light blocking glasses, put them on at this time, not 30 minutes before bed, 2 hours. The reason is timing. Melatonin suppression from blue light begins within minutes of exposure, but the hormonal reset takes 90 to 120 minutes to fully initiate. You're not just blocking light, you're giving your suprachiasmatic nucleus enough runway to flip the switch and let cortisol fall naturally. Dim your overhead lights at the same time. Your body responds to total light environment, not just your screen. Lamplight and candles are ideal. This signals your nervous system. The sun has set, the day is done, it is safe to rest. Stop eating at least 3 hours before sleep, not because of digestion, because of blood glucose. This gives your body enough time to process the meal, stabilize blood sugar, and enter sleep in a metabolically neutral state. No crash, no emergency cortisol spike, no 3 a.m. alarm. If you experience genuine hunger close to bed, a small amount of protein, not carbohydrates, is the safest option. Protein produces a more stable blood sugar curve, a handful of nuts or a few slices of turkey. No sugar, no starch. And here's the part most sleep advice completely ignores. Alcohol is one of the most powerful blood sugar destabilizers. Even one drink close to bedtime creates a blood sugar spike and crash cycle in the middle of the night, triggering exactly the cortisol response we're trying to prevent. If you drink, do it early, not within 4 hours of sleep. 10 minutes before bed, take a pen and paper. Write down every single task, worry, or unresolved decision that is sitting in your head. Not a journal, a brain dump, unfinished lists, tomorrow's priorities, the email you forgot to send, the decision you haven't made yet. Research out of Baylor University found that writing a to-do list for the next day, rather than journaling about the past, significantly reduced the time it took participants to fall asleep. The act of externalizing the task closes the cognitive loop. Your brain stops holding on to it. Your nervous system has 2 modes: sympathetic, threat response, high cortisol, and parasympathetic, safety mode, repair, rest. The brain dump is a direct signal to switch modes. You are telling your body, the work is handled. There is nothing left to monitor. You can let go now. When you run all 3 of these protocols together, the digital sunset, the 3-hour eating cutoff, and the brain dump, your cortisol curve can return to its natural rhythm in as little as 5 to 7 days. And the downstream effects are significant. Deeper slow-wave sleep means your body secretes 2 to 3 times more growth hormone, which repairs muscle tissue, supports fat metabolism, and regenerates cellular structures while you sleep. You wake up not just rested, but chemically restored. Your morning cortisol will still rise. That's normal and healthy. But it will rise at the right time, in the right amount, which means sharper focus in the first 2 hours of your day, better stress tolerance, and stable energy without a mid-afternoon crash. Your body was not designed to be broken at 3 a.m. It was designed to run a clean, 24-hour hormonal cycle. And you just learned exactly how to restore it. Most people spend years treating the symptom, the 3 a.m. wake-up, without ever understanding the system underneath it. Now you understand the system. If you want to keep going deeper into how your hormones actually work, how your metabolism is regulated, and what your body is doing at every hour of the night, subscribe. Every video on this channel is built the same way: real biology, no fluff, and visual breakdowns that make it actually stick.